MP. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment here now to see the numbers for Trae Young.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizicek. Then there's Newell, and it's Young, and it's Vukcevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Philadelphia, we've got Jared McCain, MP out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Dylan Brooks, and it's Doncic in at the point. Now, when you talk about this game here tonight, Richard, these two teams like to get out and run.
I expect both teams to be pushing the pace and making this a bit of a track meet. Conditioning will be tested. Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
Back to Young. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Over the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Spurs. A 3 from MP. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
I like how MP picks his spot on offense. Terrific decision there by him.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
They'd run this all night if they could, setting up Wembanyama perfectly.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. It's a 5-point game. Their last encounter was at Atlanta.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic passes to MP. Philadelphia moving the ball around. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. MP's got 9.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Pass to Rizicek. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
MP outside. And the dunk by MP.
The defense is making it too easy for MP. When you let him get this close, he will finish it all night long.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Now here's Brooks. After the mission, Trae Young sinks the triple. 14 points for MP.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Newell. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great 3 to answer right back.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Jared McCain. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that. I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Launches it, and that comes off the assist by Giddey.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Shot's good by Walker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Drills it from outside. And that's 17 points for MP.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Young for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to MP. Here's the hook. Again, Philadelphia.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Outside, Walker. Here's Young. He's got 9. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Josh Giddey.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
And he's good on the second. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. MP outside. A 3-ball. The 76ers another 3.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Young dishes to Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
MP getting it done for Philadelphia. He's raised his... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Joel Embiid out there with MP. Then it's Austin Reed. Then it's Porter. And it's Giddey in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the..."
And good! He hits it again.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the 4th highest scoring season in league history.
Well, Ricochet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Jared McCain's checked in for the 76ers. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. We'll take a look at the Hawks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Checking out the Sixers, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
The Hawks trail by 11. Outside, Porter puts it up from 15. Here's Walker. Good defense by MP.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
This one for 3. MP showing the range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And Philadelphia making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. Young's checked in for the Hawks. quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Philadelphia leading by 14. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Kispert finds Rizachet. Back to Kispert. Puts up a 3. He can't hit that time.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. A crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
First trip to the line for him here. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
MP outside. And good! There's another.
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time. Back to Young. The 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Back to Young. 1:12 left in the first half. And yes, it's good.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He contributed 62 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste. In the first quarter, he was raining down 3s. That's not the case here in the second.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Porter. And he's good on the 3-ball. MP's got 44.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the right side. The Hawks again can't hit. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. 76ers ahead, running away with this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defense.
And let's turn our attention. And that's a halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Newell out there with Zachary Rizachet. And it's Vukcevic in at center. MP finds McCain. A 3 from MP. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 47 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Young's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Daniels with the steal. Riza in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. That's now 8 points for Riza.
A catch-and-shoot specialist, Riza thrives in that role.
A three from MP. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Daniels against McCain. Yep, it counts. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
MP outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Young passes to Daniels. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And that one's good. Riza.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed one shot in their first 5.
Pass to Doncic. MP outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Here's Newell. Young from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. In the corner, Daniels tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Wembanyama, a screen on Daniels. Back to MP. And the three off target. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Doncic against Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
MP with the bounce pass. Beyond the arc. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Young inside. Guarded by Doncic. A nice shot by Young.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Newell. Down low. Riza in the corner. Outside Daniels. And he lays it straight in. Daniels has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by MP.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now, here is Young. 19 points in the game. Just 3 on the clock. That shot is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking.
One of the biggest things is not to react.
Checked in for Philadelphia. Atlanta also making some changes here. Vukcevic is checked in, and Newell subbed in for Kispert. And a change for the Hawks. Young's checked in for Porter. Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
They've got Josh Giddey, Joel Embiid out there with MP. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Eason in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Newell, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Newell's got his first points of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
MP deciding where to go with it. From outside the arc. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Young outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Young's got 22.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Kicks it out to MP. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Porter's checked in. Reeves finds MP. And another one falls. And here it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
They set the screen. Young dishes to Daniels. The 3. Young, no good. Reeves the pass to Porter. The 3 from MP. That shot, no good. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it.
Looking good, my guy.
Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, BA, you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Luka Doncic. MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position.
Oh, MP with the big response, the tough young competitor that he is.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Giddey. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Just 3 to shoot. Launches it. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Outside McDaniels. Edwards against Giddey. Here's McDaniels, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels sent it in.
Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
Here's Edwards. On the mark with the 15-footer.
Well, in pick-and-roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
MP looking around. Pass to Doncic. He shoots it. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target with the 3. The 76ers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Giddey finds Doncic. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, you have to be careful. If Gobert is in the zip code, folks, this is a great shot blocker.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Daniels. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got 3 assists now in this one. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Embiid, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Brooks comes in for Michael Porter. Austin Reeves is checked in for Giddey. And Jared McCain subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Reed. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Now is Reed on the inside.
Back to MP. Brooks a screen. Here's MP. And the layup is good off the glass. MP's got 14 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside, here's Baron Tate, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Brooks a screen on Reed. MP, the pass to Brooks. Philadelphia moving it around, and here's MP from outside. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
The three is up. The shot misses.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
MP getting it done for Philadelphia. Doing some damage from deep. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Shake Milton out there with Dillingham. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Baron J in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Dillingham with the bucket.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Or something everybody likes about Naz Reid is his energy. It's infectious.
This is why the fans love him. And what I admire most about Naz, yes, he's been effective off the bench. He's been able to fit into any lineup. Every year the coaching staff comes in and says, I'm not sure where he fits, and Naz finds a way to carve out a role. Big jelly in the house.
Eason, a screen on Reed. From deep, MP. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And Minnesota making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Embiid. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Reeves. And there's the screen. And here's Edwards outside. And it's MP with a rebound. The Sixers lead by 12. MP makes his move. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. MP's got 28 points for the game.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Back to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Can they get it? Drops in the 3.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision-making. That's a pretty setup.
MP outside. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Michael Porter comes in for Eason, and it's Josh Giddey in for McCain. And here's MP from outside. Buries it from 3. MP's got 34.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep, Giddey. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Sensabaugh. 20 points for him last game against Dallas. Dillingham with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Wembanyama, screen on McDaniels. Oh, MP with a little payback.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Sensabaugh. Gobert with a screen on Porter. Down low. Stolen by Wembanyama. And here's the fast break. Here's MP. Kicks it to Doncic. Three-pointer. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And he'll spend some time on the perimeter, but at his core, Wembanyama is best inside.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gobert with a screen on Giddey from the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, here's Doncic. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Here's Sensabaugh. Up and over Porter. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
We'll get to the...
I think for the Timberwolves, not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. They've just shown force in their conference.
Yeah, they could. And switching back to discuss that first half of action, MP having himself a game. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia, Josh Giddey out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, then it's Michael Porter, and it's MP in at power forward. McDaniels from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia. Doncic passes to MP. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama is a major alley-oop threat. No one can match up with his height and length.
Timberwolves trail by 20. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
From deep, MP. Dillingham with a rebound. Minnesota shooting a fantastic 57%. No good, a bit long that time. Philadelphia leading by 18. Count that one. MP's got 42 in the game.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
90 seconds into the second half now. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's the triple. The shot no good.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Wembanyama, screen on McDaniels. MP, no good. Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Edwards. The three. Doncic pulls down the board. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you guys.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Gobert with a screen on Porter. To the inside. Gobert gets the bucket. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Brooks comes in for Porter Jr. Reeves is checked in for Giddey. And McCain subbed in for Luka Doncic. Fires in the triple. MP's got 48.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Sensabaugh. 4-3. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Brooks. Philadelphia moving it around. From deep, MP. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Dillingham. Covered by McCain. MP against McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And here's Brooks. Still without a bucket. And here's MP from outside. And the 76ers another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Edwards, that's good.
That is a stone-cold 3 by the Ant-Man.
MP finds Reeves. Back to MP. The 3-ball. Yet another bucket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Screen by Embiid. And here's MP from outside. Counted from distance. MP's got 60.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
That one goes. Count it.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
From downtown. Oh, connects again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Dillingham. Takes the 3. No good. MP getting it done for the 76ers. He put up a jaw-dropping number of 3-pointers. An exceptional single-quarter performance. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Deciding to change it up. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Then there's Dillingham. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Up up and in on the layup.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Brooks the screen, fires the three, connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Here's Dillingham. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle.
So what you're saying is, if I score 40 tonight, everyone would get a free Cognitive Vibe sent to their home.
Right. If you score 40 or more points, everyone that uses the MP40 promo code and puts in their private information gets a free Cognitive Vibe sent to their home address. Yes.
Bet. Yeah, no, that actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to probably take a few extra shots earlier on to make that happen. But hey, it's not impossible.
Yeah, I mean, we could really go viral if we manage to make the promotion activate, but I'm guessing that they're betting it won't.
See? And that's motivation enough in itself. Yeah, 40.
40.
Hey, have you seen Xander around? We were supposed to film this video. Whatever, I'll do it myself. Let's get this money.
Let's do it. Have a good game.
Appreciate it. Okay, everybody, listen up. This is a very special limited time opportunity going down tonight only. But you have to tune in to our game to see if you could get a free Cogni Vibe sent to you.
All right, well, what do they have to do?
Watch tonight, of course. And if I drop 40 points, you can enter the MP40 promo code on the Cogni Vibe website and register to get a free mask sent to your house.
Oh, wait. You have to score at least 40 points for the promo code?
Whoa, Xander, you mean I only have to score 40 points for the promo code to work. So we know that won't be a problem, right?
Right.
Exactly. This is totally free. I'm talking no shipping.
So, no P.O. boxes, offer only good in USA and Canada. Check the link in the bio for details.
None of that. Get your free mask. Stay tuned.
MP's about to tear it up.
Coming up next, the Wizards taking on the 76ers. For the Wizards, sliding down the standings as we hit the middle of the season. Can they recover some of that lost momentum tonight? Sixers, Wizards, the NBA on 2K Sports. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And he's had plenty of bite to go along with his bar. He's been on a tear since making his feelings known publicly. When MP has something to prove, he can be dangerous when he's at the top of his game.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Hart, Antetokounmpo out there with Song. Then it's Johnson, and it's Rowe in at the point guard position.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Here's MP. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And there's the bucket from MP.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Johnson outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Johnson. Good defense by MP.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
And here is Johnson. Following the three-pointer by MP, Johnson gets the bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
A three from MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Got us a screen on Doncic. Johnson outside. Six to shoot. Wembanyama with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 15-6 run. For the three, MP again from deep. MP's got 18 points in the game.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Giddey. Another miss by Johnson.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Wembanyama sets a screen for MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 21 in the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Brooks comes in for Porter. Austin Reeves is checked in for Josh Giddey. And Jared McCain subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Hartenstein. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in.
He will take that matchup every single time. He is not going to miss many of those.
MP outside. Good on the three-point shot. 24 points for him.
And ring another one up. MP not messing around from deep.
Here's Hartenstein. Pass to George. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
MP, good.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, Embiid is a big alley-oop threat, so it's good to see his teammates find him out there.
Back to Carrington. From past the arc. And again, Washington with the triple. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless
offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
MP out there with Embiid. Then it's Jared McCain. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He dropped 69 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Pass to George. George sets a screen for Johnson. Back to George. From deep. Eason grabs the board. One-on-one here. And there's the bucket from MP. MP's got 7 points for the quarter.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Washington calls timeout. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Embiid, and Josh Giddey subbed in for Jared McCain. Shot clock at 5. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. MP outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
The 76ers making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The 9-footer's on the mark. Giannis has got 8 points.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
MP's shot is good.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
It's good. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you lose.
And MP throws it down hard.
And how about this youngster, MP, the concentration to get that bucket even through the contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Austin Reeves is checked in for the 76ers.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
The drive by Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you guys.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Rowe. He's defended by Reed. Here's the lob at Kumbo. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock.
Using all of that size to create leverage. Wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Onto the Kumbo, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
MP finds Giddey. Another three for Philadelphia.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And so it's MP making things happen for Philadelphia. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome to halftime, folks, and so far MP has been making a dominant impact.
The biggest reason they're up, MP. He's on a mission, doing just about everything. This team really leans on him.
I was on a few teams that leaned on me. Big responsibility, but MP looks good so far.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup against the Magic, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Here's Antetokounmpo. So on the floor for Washington. Antetokounmpo out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Czar. Then it's Johnson. And it's Rowe in at the point. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Rowe. Here's Czar. And here is Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Trains the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Kicks it out to Johnson. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Czar with the screen on MP. It's Giannis with the drive. He gets that one. Czar's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is why you involve the big man Czar in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Wembanyama outside. A three from MP. No good on that one.
Well, after nailing the first three out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Saw the pass to Rowe. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Sarr throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And the big fella, Allen Sarr, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Philadelphia's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. MP, good.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Pass to Rowe. Here's Sarr. And here is Antetokounmpo. There's the drive. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Giannis against MP. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
I'd say that's impossible, but he does this every night, folks. Victor Wembanyama.
Pass to Rowe. Back to Giannis. Hart left side. Giannis a screen on Porter. Hart no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. That one drops for him. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hart finds Giannis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's MP. Nice!
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Washington's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Rowe. And another miss by Washington. The 76ers have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line. Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Oh, Porter in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers on top, running away with this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who...
We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. They've got MP. Tari Easton is out there at Brooks. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Reeves in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. looking around. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.
Hey, MP.
What's up, Coach?
Hey, you got any of those sleep masks you've been hawking lying around?
Maybe. Why are you trying to get put on with Cognivibe?
Listen, my wife stays up late, and you seem to love it, so I figure why not give it a try?
Right.
Do those crystals really work? I mean, they seem a little silly.
I don't know, Coach. I'm not wearing it for its looks.
You didn't exactly answer my question.
Yeah, that's because I'm not a scientist. You know, look, they got all that stuff on their website. You can read it there if you really want to. All I know is that when I'm wearing the thing at night, I get better sleep.
The money probably helps you sleep too, huh?
Oh, it really does.
So look, some people might find the videos and the shots out a little over the top. I don't care. If you're going to keep dropping 40 plus like you did tonight, you can wear the Cognivibe logo on your forehead during interviews.
Okay, I'm good on that one though, Coach.
All right, look, one request.
Yeah.
Can you hook me up with a couple of masks for me and my kid?
Say less. Here, why don't you give this one to your kid here?
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll get you one later.
All right.
Yeah.
Only because vigilant and responsible. Oh, you gotta wait at least 30-40 minutes.
Up next, the Magic taking on the 70. Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
So we'll look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Richardson in at shooting guard. Back to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Richardson, the pass to Banchero. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
It's always a good sign when Banchero is hitting the three. He's working to become more consistent out there.
Porter with a screen on Banchero. That shot wide open. MP's got his second basket of the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Suggs. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe him?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Doncic left side, takes a three.
Yeah, pesky on the ball. Suggs not giving up much ground.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
And Carroll outside. Outside Richardson. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Doncic passes to MP. Wembanyama, screen on Banchero. MP shot is off. Orlando has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Stolen by Giddey. Doncic outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Fires from deep. And it's MP with a rebound. Philadelphia leading by 5. Doncic passes to MP. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
And Carroll outside. To the middle. Stolen by Wembanyama. Porter with it. Wagner picks him up. Here's Doncic. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Now here's Suggs. Yet to see a basket. And Carroll right side. Over MP. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Greg.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Group getting ready for the Sixers. Embiid, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Dillon Brooks comes in for Michael Porter. Austin Reeves is checked in for Giddey. And McCain subbed in for Doncic. Now here's Black. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Here's Hood Schifino. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Back to MP. Screen by Embiid. From deep, MP. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Hood Schifino. 26 seconds left in the first. 5 on the clock. Here's Howard. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. On the wing, Reeves. Currently averaging 5 points a game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. And so it's Philadelphia up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Building this lead up in large... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
We've got Jared McCain. MP is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Reeves in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He dropped 69 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
For three, Orlando with the rebound. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Wing shot on the way, and he hits the jumper. And that's now 21 points for MP.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the Sixers.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Embiid. Porter Jr. comes in for Easton. And Doncic has subbed in for Reeves.
Yeah, and a nice touch there from Banchero to get the jumper to fall.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Jovic hits the trifecta. Jovic has got 5.
Well, we see this more and more nowadays from big men like Jovic. Great touch from deep.
Porter with a screen on Banchero. Great open look there. And the 76ers lead by 20.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Orlando moving the ball around. Unloads from 13. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Much more efficient this quarter. Feeling more and more confident.
And here's MP from outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Back-to-back threes. Making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Black, left side. Jovic passes to Black. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, sometimes you got to create room for yourself. And that's exactly what Black does with that pick and roll.
Wembanyama, screen on Banchero. And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 30 points. Banchero the screen. And it's Wagner off the drive. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, once Wagner gets downhill, it's lights out.
From deep, MP. And the 76ers another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
From deep, Banchero knocks down the triple. Banchero's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Wembanyama, screen on Banchero. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Sixers lead by 23. MP finds Doncic. Back to MP. Here's the 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. MP's got 39.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Philadelphia on top, running away with this one. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Orlando Magic. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Philadelphia 76ers.
High fidelity, fast-paced, and lots of three-pointers.
When it works, it's hard to argue, but beware. The paint is still a safer bet. Got to keep that balance.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooting.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Then it's Suggs, then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Richardson in at the two-guard position.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Wagner. Banchero with a screen on Porter. Wagner for three. He drops it from range. Wagner's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
From deep, MP. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Suggs outside. Wagner with a screen. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia.
They haven't found their rhythm here in the third. Missing 4 of their first 5 attempts.
And that one's good. Giddy.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
Here's Suggs. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Dillon Brooks comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Luka Doncic. MP shot is good.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Outside Richardson. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. No good on the triple.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Embiid, a screen on Suggs. To the paint. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Embiid. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Banchero gets it to go.
An offensive machine. The energy you get from Banchero on that end of the floor is impressive. Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
For Orlando, they've gone cold here in this third quarter, just 3 of 9. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And here are the 76ers. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside Richardson. Pass to Banchero. Beyond the arc. Oh, great D that time from MP.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Hits yet again. Wow!
Oh my goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Banchero against MP. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Outside Richardson. The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by MP. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Suggs surveys the D. Richardson finds Carter down low. Here's Banchero. MP with the block. And so it's MP making things happen for Philadelphia. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
The Sixers making a switch here. MP's checked in. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's MP, then it's Tari Eason, and it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Six seconds separating the shot and game clock. And he's going for the lob. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Carter, a screen on Eason. Banchero outside. No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
There he goes. Give us something good tonight.
Talk to your team and let me know how we should spend our time.
Sounds good. I'll have my itinerary set.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. We've got Barnes. He's out there with Peyton Watson. Zach Collins is out there with Whitehead. And it's Chapman in at the point guard position. MP outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The line for your Sixers, MP. Shooting one.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher. It will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Here's Chapman following the basket by MP. The 3 from Barnes. And again, Toronto no up. To the paint. Here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Barnes outside. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Collins a screen on Doncic. Here's Chapman. And the Raptors miss again.
Oh, okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
MP right side. Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now, here's Watson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Collins passes to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Over Porter. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Pistons. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at Philadelphia, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Orlando was tremendous. He dropped 50 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc. As usual, he was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And so Whitehead will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Looking for the first basket of the game. Here's Chapman, true on the 14-footer. Chapman's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now Watson, following the three-point attempt by MP. Pass to Whitehead. There's the triple. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. MP's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Doncic passes to MP. Wembanyama, a screen on Collins. MP, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Raptors moving the ball around. Right at the free throw line. And that one's good, Barnes.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
And a wide open look for MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Chapman. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The jump hook, and it's Barnes getting it to go. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, you've got Sadiq Bey, and it's Branham in at the 2. To Walter, three-pointer, and the three ball is good. Walter's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Assertive move by Embiid.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Raptors trail by 13. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Pass to Whitehead. Launches a three. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Now McCain. MP deciding where to go with it. Inside, Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And that's a great read out of the two-man game for MP.
Here's Murray Boyle. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Philadelphia leading by 12. Embiid sets the pick for MP. Popped up there for Embiid. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now, here's MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
Embiid running the floor.
The big man out ahead. Indeed, I see you showing those wheels.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And some changes here for the 76ers. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Embiid. Tari Eason comes in for Brooks. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Austin Reeves. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Raptors trail by 16. Pass to Murray Boyle. To the inside. Barnes hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Barnes has got 6 points.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
MP passes to Wembanyama. Basket counts.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Baseline J on the way. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for him.
And ideally, Barnes would like to be a little closer, but he makes the best of that mid-range on that one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Barnes finds Collins. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Close it up for Wembanyama. Here's Murray Boyle. He's covered by Eason. Chapman the pass to Barnes. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's the break. On up the court. Pass to Eason. MP outside. Down low and stolen by Barnes. Here's Whitehead. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Whitehead's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
so we don't have a topic, Shaq?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And swinging things back to our featured matchup, MP was on fire during those first 2 quarters of play. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with Peyton Watson. Allie, what's the status?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Toronto provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Yeah, with the long road ahead, they'll have to take it one step at a time.
Josh Giddey is out there with Doncic. Then it's MP. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Porter at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And then dunk by Doncic.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Well, Josh Giddey provides a floor general's mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. MB is number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Barnes outside. Five on the clock. For 3. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And the Raptors with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Chapman the pass to Collins. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Chapman. And the Raptors miss again.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Inside. MP kicks to Giddey. Porter passes to Doncic. To the middle. MP finds Porter. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year.
Count that bucket. Wembanyama has got 14 points for the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Sixers.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Tari Eason comes in for Michael Porter. Austin Reeves is checked in for Josh Giddey. And Jared McCain subbed in for Luka Doncic. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And here are the Raptors now. Following the three-pointer by MP, Chapman. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And MP throws it down.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Barnes with it. He's got 10. To the paint. Raptors moving the ball around. Banked in off the glass.
And a guy who has quickly adapted to playing NBA offense, Barnes, he can be a producer.
Embiid sets the pick for MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to Walter. Barnes the screen. Murray bowls, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's MP making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We'll have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Everyone, let's hear it for you.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And here's MP for three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 25 points for MP.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
And the Raptors with the ball. Pass to Watson. Barnes against MP. And stolen by MP. And now the 76ers on the break. And then Porter with the jam.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Down low, here's Chapman. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
The first free throw is good. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
And the Raptors miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's the three, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
Collins, a screen on MP. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Jared McCain comes in for Josh Giddey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Doncic. A three from MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
1:36 left in the game. A three from Barnes. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Brooks with a screen on Barnes. And that one's good. MP.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are...
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And so long, everyone.
Great game. Time to get in some work.
Good, MP?
And power forward, 6 feet 10 inches.
As we enter the final stretch of the regular season, Doris, we've got a clear picture of the league hierarchy.
Yeah, we've got a legitimate sample size here. You know the identity of each team. So unless someone makes a late surge or maybe an injury pops up, the surprises of the season are behind us.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Torrey out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Powell. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Doncic passes to MP. From Pete Giddey. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Now this is going to help Josh Giddey's game. Boy, the confidence will rise if he can make these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Pass to Ford. Here's Thomas. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Porzingis. He's good with a little jumper in close.
Aggressive move in the painted area just makes some things happen.
Doncic passes to MP. Inside and stolen by Porzingis. Powell outside. It's Thomas on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Giddey with a defensive effort.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
From deep, MP. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
And here's Thomas. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Over Giddey. And that one comes up a bit short.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Well, when you think about Cam Thomas, Doris, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, it's the first thing that comes into Cam's mind, and that's put the ball in the basket. And the ability to do it from range or off the bounce, this guy is a special offensive player.
Here's Porzingis. That one no good. Good D by Wembanyama.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Raptors had a huge game. He picked up 38 points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And McCain subbed in for Michael Porter.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Nets. MP shot is good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Porzingis. And Embiid with the block.
You can see why Embiid owns the the inside. He's just so physical.
And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Traore, guarded by Doncic. Back to Powell. Thomas outside. Driving to the basket. Rebound by Philadelphia. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Nets trail by 14. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Porzingis against Embiid. Good on the shot. Porzingis has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, the rise and fire in the in-between game. Kristaps Porzingis, very solid.
Good.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And Thomas has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's MP. No good, misses at the buzzer. And so it's MP making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. We've got Demon. He's out there with Mitchell. And it's Trent in at the small forward position. Now here's Trent, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's Demon, back to Trent. Wide open look. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Reeves. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, I didn't know that was on the menu. Austin Reeves getting himself a dunk.
Nets trail by 16. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Trent for 3. He buries it from 3. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
From deep, MP. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response 3. This guy is all about winning.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Sixers. Joining us for the 76ers home game, Diplo.
Yeah, a guy who loves this city and loves these Sixers. And he has to be in a good mood with how they've been performing so far.
Now here's Mitchell. He had 9 points in his last time out. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Drills it from deep.
This is what Thomas has to do to be most effective. Make an impact from three-point territory.
Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And Brooklyn with possession here, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Outside Mitchell. It's Thomas on the wing. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
1:57 left in the second quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Thomas, left side, to end the run. And the Nets miss again. Philadelphia leading by 22. Porter finds MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Embiid, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Eason comes in for Porter Jr. Giddey's checked in for Reeves. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Schroeder. Ford's checked in for Brooklyn. Traore comes in for Mitchell.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. From deep, MP. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Traore. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Here's Ford. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Joel Embiid. Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he makes the first.
At the line for the Nets.
And he can't hit the second. Goes back up. Here's Ford. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
And here's MP from outside. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Porzingis. Fades away. And it's Giddey with the rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. MP, that one's good.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Eason against Powell. It's Thomas on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thomas has got 5.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
And here's MP from outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Sixers ahead, running away with this one. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Get ready for the failed half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up that shot. Oh! Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, and we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Nets.
What they're doing tonight doesn't even count as defense. Open shots all over the place. Have a little pride, fellas.
Yeah, their lack of engagement at that end is pretty glaring.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got Luka Doncic. MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Giddey in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Thomas misses.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
MP outside. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Pass to Powell from outside the arc. Drains the triple. Powell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Porzingis against Wembanyama. Porzingis in the post. Wembanyama with some nice D. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. From deep, MP connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Porzingis. That shot off. Wembanyama with some nice D. MP outside. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, it's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said winning has taken a back seat nowadays with a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Back to you.
It's all about results. Okay, Allie, good stuff. From deep, Giddey. Brooklyn pulls it in. It's Thomas on the wing. Giddey defends. A minute 39 left in the third. Here's Ford. And that one goes in as he's fouled.
Substitution on the court.
Powell outside. Here's Traore, covered by Schroeder. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
On the floor for the Nets. They've got Powell, Traore out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Ford in at the 4-man position. 1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Traore. Unloads from 13. Schroeder with a rebound. MP with it. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. MP's got 56 in the game.
Yeah, sometimes your teammate gets you open with a screen. MP able to capitalize.
Brooks against Powell. Porzingis with a screen on Brooks. For 3, Powell knocks down the long J.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
and this is win number 60 for the year. A huge milestone for them and a testament to the effort and energy these guys bring every night.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Here's Powell. Following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And yes, another basket.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
On target from range.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what,